on top of this constantly evolving technology, really knowing what's going on, keeping your finger on the pulse of cloud computing and everything that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great information out there. It's changing all the time. There's new information coming out. So one of the tools that I use, as you might imagine, is Google. Okay. So beyond just being able to go to the Google website, type in a search term and get results, you can use a service called Google Alerts to go in and subscribe to a search. So what I do is I go in and I subscribe to searches for the term cloud computing, for example, or VMware, or Hyper-V, or whatever I may be interested in. And what that allows me to do is get an email digest either every day or multiple times a day, or more importantly, aggregate that via an RSS feed into my readers. So I get all of those search results as they come about on a daily basis from Google that way. Pointer for folks that may be new to Google Alerts, though, is to make sure you practice strong Google foo in terms of your search terms. Sometimes you get a lot of information that doesn't actually pertain to what you want to look for.
Right.
And so you can actually get rid of that or filter that out by using a dash and then the term.
Okay.
Make sure you only get to see the stuff that you actually want to see.
So using strong filters to make sure that you're using your time most efficiently.
Yep.
Definitely RSS feed. That changed my life when I went from the daily email of everything that's coming in with Google Alerts to a RSS feed.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people that process information in email better than they do having a huge laundry list of RSS feeds to go look at too.
That's true. So I guess it's personal preference.
Yeah, I mean, on the topic of RSS feeds, another great source for that kind of information or for technical information about the cloud is websites.
Yeah.
Which have usually RSS feeds which you can subscribe to. The first thing I do for the viewers out there in Whiteboard Wednesday land is go out and make a list of the vendors that you work with on a daily basis or on a regular basis. Hopefully Bluelock's one of those, but maybe VMware, other companies like that. Go see if they have a blog to subscribe to, because you get a lot of good information that way, and a lot of times you get to know about things before maybe it's released into the mainstream. Once you sort of tap that source of knowledge, another one is independent blogs that are out there on the web today. And so there's a lot of great individual contributors, technical people that have blogs because they're passionate about this technology, especially about the underlying technology underneath of cloud computing, the stuff that actually makes it go, like VMware or storage or whatever the case may be. So Double Cloud's one that I go to a lot. It talks a lot about integrating between clouds. It's got a developer focus. Scott Lowe, who's a EMC employee, actually has a great VMware/EMC storage related technical blog at scottlowe.com.
Okay.
There's a ton of those different kind of websites out there, and again, using the technology of RSS that's at our fingertips, we can aggregate all that together.
That's great. Maybe you can put together a list of kind of the ones you follow most frequently. We'll include that in the blog post we put together. Cool. Another one that I just personally do, I'm in social media quite a bit, so I use Twitter and Facebook. So for most of these partners or independent companies that have blogs, usually they have a Facebook fan page or a Twitter account that's associated with that. It's a really good way to stay current, and you can follow day to day. A lot of times you can catch on to a trending topic, and even using so Twitter, I use the hashtag cloud computing.
Oh, okay.
And what that does is basically, we'll pull up
in the way here.
It'll probably go off screen anyway, but that says cloud computing. So basically, allowing to pull up all the people that have hashtagged a tweet to have to do, be relevant to cloud computing. You can see all of those at once. Okay. And a lot of times, like with VMforce, when the launch of VMforce was going on, we did a Whiteboard Wednesday post for that. And we just followed along the Twitter stream and answered questions that way.
That's cool.
And then Facebook, same way. You can go and kind of interact. It's a little more personal way to digest information, which is kind of why I lean towards that way.
Yeah, I mean, there's also face-to-face type content too,
Definitely.
sort of old school.
Yeah.
Showing up and talking to people. One good example, I think, is Cloud Camp. Cloud Camp Cincy's coming up for us here. We're going there tomorrow.
Yeah.
So there are cloud camps regionally throughout the United States and I guess throughout the world, so you can check those out. There are also user group meetings.
VMware user group.
VMware user groups really strong, for example. There are also Microsoft-oriented user groups for Microsoft's cloud computing initiatives as well. So in-person, face-to-face user groups are a great source of information, not just for what's new and what's exciting, but also to network and get to know people.
Yeah, definitely. And then that way, if you have questions, you don't have to rely on yourself and your Google foo to find the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you can actually, reach out to your network and have them answer one of the questions.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, thanks, Bob. I think
it's been good.
This really helped a lot.
All right.
And if people have questions, I'll just send them your way.
All right.
And until next time, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.